This is a game changer because what it means is people can stay with the one network, the one interface for their professional needs, and they can pull content, social content, across the web for all of their friends across all network platforms or applications. That centralizes everything to your account within a particular interface or community that you like. You'll remember that the parties were in the big applications, The party was in the building. So you had to log into their interface behind the HTTPS wall and party inside each application. Now, if you wanted to have a different account in MySpace and LinkedIn, then you could. You go and build another network. You log into that with different usernames and passwords, and all of our social data was stored on the databases of these applications. Now, over time, was to start to work together in sharing social data. So, what that led to was the Open Social API, where developers, third-party developers, could basically share the information in the Open Social API. All of their social data can be collected and stored on their database, but accessible by all of the other networks. So, to give you some examples, Ning can pull a Flixster panel into your Ning interface. So if you're a member of Ning, with any Ning community, you could actually plug in the Flixster panel into your page. So the bulk of the page is all about you. It's all your Ning stuff, but you can pull the Flixster application in or capsule into your page to show the movies that you're interested in. But what Flixster can do then is grab your address book. They can get all of the people in your contact list on Ning, and they can match it across their database to see who likes what movies, and they can send back to you on Ning a list of your network and all of the movies they like. Another example would be Salesforce. If you're working on Salesforce as a professional and you need to source a particular lead within an opportunity, you can go in and put a call out for everybody in your networks socially, anybody you're connected with on any social platform, and ask them if they know this person. And it can search down and track down anyone you know within your network that knows a person who is somebody that's crucial for your sale, someone that you need to get close to on your sale, and you can work your way through the social data. On LinkedIn now, you can just put a call out to see if there's any conferences for your profession. You might be a web designer, you can put a call out to see if there are any conferences for web designers, and it'll pull data from across the web and show you every conference for web designers on any particular day or weekend. And display these conferences in your LinkedIn profile page for you to choose which conference you attend when. It can pull information from your social life, social data from the other social apps you're involved in, to tell you which friends from which social apps are going to be in town at the same conference, attending it, or just living in the same city. Google Latitude now, you can actually be in that city on a weekend. You may have flown in from another city, and you could open your Google Latitude on your phone, and you could see someone that you know from one of your social apps sitting at a cafe across the table, or in a cafe next door, or at a train station down the road, and you could run down and grab them and say, hey, remember me, or know me, I'm from Facebook, we chatted last week about golf at the Bermuda Golf Club. I mean, they know that you chatted about golf at the Bermuda Golf Club because you chatted on one of their videos, you commented on a video, and all of this information is tagged, and Google have all of this stored in their Word database. So if you think you're scouring the net anonymously and using different profiles, think again. Google know who you are, they know who I am, they know what you say to me on what content, and they've stored it all, and they can use it all. I don't know how they're going to use it, but they can use it because they've got it. Now, I study Google Labs religiously. I'm in there, I'm well abreast of what Google are doing 6 months in advance. They've got their labs, it's transparent, they tell you what they're doing, you can see what they're doing. That's for me, in business online, knowing what Google's up to is success. You've got to be 6 months ahead of the game. It'll startle you what they know about you. They know more about Simon Uford and what I do on the internet than Simon Uford. Have a look at this. This is the API code, a bit of code. There's 10 pages of this code. I've just extracted a little bit for you to show you. Have a look at the information that's being collected across the net in the different applications that can be pulled. All of this information is being stored in numerous databases about you, and it can be pulled by anybody that's building an application these days so they can use it. They know who you are. They know everything about you. But beyond just where you are logged in and what IP address you're using and what your latitude and longitude is every time you log into a particular social app, any app, and storing all of that information for any other app to pull and use now. Look at this: height, eye color. Right? So if you've ever put any information in about you that's personal, it's there, and it's been there for years. I mean, they've been grabbing this data for years now, and there's nothing you can do about it because you're using their applications. It's you play by their rules if you want to use them, and you give up all rights to privacy once you sign on through an internet service provider. You've forfeited all rights to privacy for using the internet. And that's the price you have to pay. Total transparency if you want to be able to enjoy the benefits that come with that. Take a look for yourself. Do a Google search for Google Web History and apply the application to your Google account, and have a look. You'll know that Google have kept or store a lot of information in their Word database relative to web pages and web traffic, but I don't know if you're aware that they keep that information stored against your name. You can apply this app and you can look through the top sites, top clicks, the links you click, the pages you visit, the activity, daily, monthly, in all. You can filter all the different search engines that Google have, images, see the times, the days, the words you used, news, all the news searches you did, products, sponsored links, video, maps, blog search. It doesn't take a genius to work out that social search is the next on the agenda. And the mind boggles where it's all going with social search and the amount of data that Open Social is collated across all social networks in its specific niches. And then, if you think you're safe by talking on videos, text data was what their limitations were, then think again. Google Labs shows us that in the next few months they're going to come out with audio indexing, which is keyword searching for words used in videos.